What's up YouTube, this is Mathos97 and welcome back to my WWE 2K17 Universe Mode. Yeah, we're here for episode number 23. It's main event, the final episode in this third week. We've got just 1 week to go before Roadblock. We're coming to you from Anaheim, California. And kicking off this episode of main event, it is Long Island Iced Z, the former tag team champion, Zack Ryder. You know it, bro. Zack Ryder is set for singles competition, but his opponent today is a former best friend of his. These two men were former comrades, but of course recent events seem to have, well, changed that status. Zack Ryder, he's gonna go one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion, the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. This is a huge opportunity for tonight for Zack Ryder, as Zack Ryder goes one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion. So Ryder, if he could pick up a victory here, I mean, of course, it all does depend where Cesaro decides to use his Royal Rumble, his guaranteed match, his guaranteed title match. Is he going to go after the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title? We still do not know. But that is why, if Cesaro were to choose to go after the WWE title, well, then the World Heavyweight Championship, it's wide open. It's really anybody's game at this point. Who wants to be the #1 contender? Well, if you can pick up a victory over the champion, definitely going to catapult you to the top of that list. So that way, once Cesaro does make his decision, well then, we've got a list of people who are, right there, just waiting in the wings for that title shot. But the question is, does Zack Ryder have it in him to defeat Dolph Ziggler, his former friend here tonight? Dolph Ziggler, we have seen his change in attitude in recent memory, and, well, we haven't really heard much between Ryder and Ziggler. We know that they used to hang out, they used to be best bros, but things have changed as of late. Dolph Ziggler, let's see, Ziggler, while not holding anything back, immediately going straight into the face of Zack Ryder, and now telling Zack to bring it on, and Zack obliges. Here comes Ryder with the forearms. Ziggler is staggered as Zack Ryder. Well, it almost seems as though Dolph Ziggler just awoke a fire beneath Zack Ryder as he takes him down with a flapjack. And now it's Ryder telling Ziggler to get up, telling Ziggler to bring it on. Side Russian leg sweep as Zack Ryder takes Ziggler back down to the canvas and follows it up with a leg drop. And speaking of Roadblock, we touched on it a little bit earlier. We know that Dolph Ziggler, he wants a shot at Shawn Michaels. He wants a match with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, a non-title match, of course, but Dolph Ziggler, earlier this week on Raw, he threw down the challenge to Shawn Michaels, and on the next episode of Monday Night Raw, we will get a response from Shawn Michaels. The Heartbreak Kid will be in the building. But with Roadblock on the brain, I would like to mention, it was just released earlier today, that Roadblock will be held in Brisbane, Australia. But that wasn't the only announcement. Another announcement that was made was that, well, Australia's own Emma will be competing on the card as she goes one-on-one with Charlotte. So that is going to be awesome. We've got a pay-per-view in Australia. That is a first for the series. So I'm sure that Roadblock is just going to tear the house down in Brisbane. But of course, we have a ways to go until we get to Roadblock. We've still got a week to go until we can make it to the final stop before WrestleMania. And the question is, if Ziggler can get his match with Shawn Michaels, Ziggler, he could have had the night off, and we know that Ziggler is still harboring a neck injury. Wait a minute, crucifix, roll up by Ryder. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. We know that Dolph Ziggler is nursing a neck injury. He could have had Roadblock off, but he chose not to. He chose to compete. And could that come back to bite him? Will Dolph Ziggler be able to overcome this Roadblock should Shawn Michaels accept the challenge? Because this close to WrestleMania, if Ziggler were to be put on the sidelines again by that neck injury, I mean, we saw him come back at Survivor Series, and the next night on Raw, he faced Rusev in a match, and after that, he was back on the shelf for another 3 weeks. Dolph Ziggler, it really is a dangerous game that he's playing right now. But of course, Ziggler wants to be at WrestleMania. He wants to be the World Heavyweight Champion going into WrestleMania. And he wants to be in the main event. And so making a statement out of Shawn Michaels, perhaps try to get some attention on him. Of course, it all comes down to who Cesaro decides to challenge for. So really, Ziggler, the opportunity for him to main event is kind of out of his hands at this point. It's just a matter of who Cesaro decides to challenge. As Dolph Ziggler hangs up Ryder with the snake eyes. Irish whip off the ropes. Dolph Ziggler with a beautiful drop kick. Straight into the face of Zack Ryder. And now Dolph Ziggler sizing Zack Ryder up. What's he gonna do here? He's got him by the neck, but it reversed again. Ryder again able to dodge that neck breaker. And he takes him down with a Zack attack. That is vintage Zack Ryder with the Zack attack, but he's not done. Zack Ryder to the top rope. Elbow drop straight to the heart of Dolph Ziggler. Hook of the leg. 1. Huge upset. 2. No. Dolph Ziggler just manages to get the shoulder up, but Zack Ryder, he's got to stay on him. Zack Ryder, he's got Ziggler reeling. He's got to keep the momentum in his corner, but Ziggler with the Famouser. Dolph Ziggler retaliates with a Famouser, and he may have just put Zack Ryder away. 1, 2, no! Ryder kicks out of the Famouser. Ziggler having a bit of a spat with the referee there, but Ziggler's got to stay on him as well. Ziggler, he needs to end this matchup as quickly as possible with an inverted power slam. That might just be the way to go. As Dolph Ziggler now scaling to the top rope. Ziggler looking to take a risk. No, but he misses the elbow drop. Ziggler crashes and burns. And Zack Ryder now, what's he gonna do? Look out. Rough Rider! Ryder hits the Rough Rider. He might have this matchup in the bag. Huge upset. 1, 2, no! I thought he had him. I thought he was gonna get him with that Rough Rider. But Dolph Ziggler manages to kick out. But for how much longer can he keep this up? Zack Ryder, he seems to only be channeling his second wind here. This is far from over for Zack Ryder. And Ziggler's got a heck of a beating. Oh wait, reversal. No, but Ryder strikes back with the knees. Follows it up with a missile drop kick. Ziggler can barely even, oh, and a huge forearm in the corner. Ziggler having trouble gathering himself. I'm having trouble gathering myself. Meanwhile, Zack Ryder's in full control. Broski boot straight across the face. And Ziggler, he is out like a light. Zack Ryder scaling to the top rope. Are we going to see that 450 splash? I think he's calling for it. These people are on their feet. Zack Ryder. No, he missed it. Ryder missed the 450 splash. Ziggler just able to get out of dodge. And Ryder out on his feet. Dolph Ziggler catches him. Zigzag. He connects with the zigzag. Drags him to the center of the ring. Goes for the pin. This is going to be all over, folks. Wait, but Ziggler's not going for the pin. Well, come on, Dolph. Surely that would have been enough, but Ziggler's not done. Ziggler, this match isn't just about winning for him. He's going to send a message to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, as he follows it up. Elbow drop after elbow drop after elbow drop. A bit of showboating. And he nails the Heart Stopper. 10 elbows. And that might have just stopped the heart of Zack Ryder. Clearly not. Ryder's managed to make it back to his feet, but he has no idea where he is. He's out. Lights are on, but no one's home. Ziggler with the sweet chin music. Count to 1,000. This is over. 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler does it yet again. Despite the injury, that nagging neck injury, Dolph Ziggler continues to win. And it's no wonder this man's the World Heavyweight Champion. The fact that he's... Wait. What is he doing? Dolph, you've already won the match. I mean, come on, these two men were former friends. And now Dolph Ziggler, I mean, the match is over. This is completely uncalled for. It's one thing to do whatever it takes to win a match. But this match is over. This is just Dolph Ziggler sending a statement to Shawn Michaels and at the expense of his former friend, Zack Ryder. No, not again. We've already seen 10 of these, but Dolph Ziggler looking to try to break Zack Ryder's ribs here as he continues to pummel Zack Ryder. I mean, the referee, there's nothing he can do. I mean, Dolph Ziggler's just like a rabid animal. And he nails him with another 10 elbows. And now he goes to the corner. Oh, and Dolph, yeah, I'm sure you're proud of yourself. Is this really the actions befitting of a world champion? No. Not again. You've already hit him once. You've hit him with 20 elbows and a super kick again. Well, Dolph Ziggler. I mean, that was his former friend. Come on. I mean, somebody's got to put a stop to Dolph Ziggler if his neck injury doesn't do it for him. And welcome back to main event as we await the arrival of Cody Rhodes. As Cody Rhodes gets set for singles action, of course, we do know that at Roadblock, Cody Rhodes will go one-on-one with, well, as we found out on SmackDown, Triple H's underground signing. This mysterious Stardust, the man who assaulted Cody Rhodes back at Survivor Series, stole his identity, stole his Intercontinental Championship shot, and now we know that he will be arriving to Roadblock. He will be going head-to-head, face-to-face with Cody Rhodes. Well, the question is Cody Rhodes ready? And is this underground signing ready? Triple H, he seemed to have a lot to say about him. But now, Cody Rhodes, he can't have his attention focused on this mysterious Stardust. Instead, he needs to focus on his opponent tonight, and that is 1/3 of the New Day, Kofi Kingston. And there you see, there he is. There's Kofi, but... well, there's Big E, but no Xavier Woods tonight. Don't know exactly what that's about. Usually we see these three men come out together, but there's no Xavier Woods here tonight. Did he suffer some sort of an injury that I'm not aware of? As far as I'm aware, Xavier Woods is not injured, but perhaps something recently happened and he did suffer an injury. I'm not entirely sure what to make of this, folks. But for now, all we know is that Big E and Kofi Kingston, they're out here by themselves. I mean, it's still 2 against 1 if Big E decides to get involved. Usually they don't. Usually the New Day likes to play it fair, but I don't know. They've had 2 shots at the tag team titles over the past 6 months, and they have lost both of them. They even were knocked out of the Royal Rumble match by Tyler Breeze and The Miz. So I don't know exactly what the standing is between the New Day at the moment. Well, Kofi Kingston, of course, in singles action tonight. Big E just here for support, I guess. But I find it interesting that there is no Xavier Woods. But regardless, Kofi Kingston, he can't... whatever might be going on with Xavier Woods, he has to put that in the back of his mind. Oh my god. Double foot stomp to the shoulders. And Kofi Kingston trying to fire up the crowd, trying to get the crowd behind the New Day. Let's look at Kofi. Kofi with a roll-up, shoulders are down. 1, 2. Oh. Thought Kofi Kingston was about to pick up a quick victory right there. Kofi gonna look for another roll-up on Rhodes. 1, 2. No, just a 1 count. Just a 1 count this time. Kofi Kingston now to the second rope. Look out. Hurricanrana taking down Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is having a bit of a difficult time getting out of the starting blocks here. As Kofi Kingston, monkey flip. Taking down the formerly dashing one. As Rhodes stumbles back to his feet, but there's Kofi. Kofi hangs him out to dry over that top rope. And Kofi, no! Went for the Tope Atomico. But Cody Rhodes able to dodge it. You hear the crowd chanting, New Day rocks. But right now, Cody Rhodes has regained control. The crowd trying to rally behind the New Day. But, unfortunately, for the New Day, it's to no avail. This Cody Rhodes, I don't really know what kind of a mindset Cody Rhodes must be in after learning that Triple H was partially to blame for Cody Rhodes' condition. And you know, Cody Rhodes, the first man that he saw in the hospital, the man, when he awoke from, well, being assaulted by whoever this mysterious Stardust is, first man in the hospital that he saw was Triple H. And I suppose there was a good reason for that, because Triple H was the man behind it all. Although Triple H, he said that this underground signing was the one who came up with the plan, but the fact that Triple H would even approve it, I guess it just goes to show how insane Triple H has become. And speaking of Triple H, he's got a match with Dean Ambrose at Roadblock. That's gonna be a hell of a brawl. I don't even know if we can really call it a match. It's gonna be insane. But speaking of insane, Kofi Kingston looking for a high-risk move from the high-rent district. Cody Rhodes, don't turn around. You're not gonna like the view. Well, he didn't turn around, but that didn't save him, as Kofi Kingston connected to the back of his head with that missile dropkick. As Cody tries to get back to his feet. But here's Kofi. No, wait, reversal. Cody able to dodge. Look out. Cody's got him. Takes Cody Rhodes and takes Kofi and plants him face first into the canvas. 2. And a kick out by Kofi at 2. Cody connected with dark matter, but he couldn't put him away. As now Cody Rhodes Irish whip. Kofi sent off the ropes. But wait. Kofi able to block. And here's Kofi. Kofi Kingston. SOS. SOS. Oh, but a rope break. Kofi was just a little too close to those ropes, and now he goes for the cover, but he might have cost himself 2. And a kick out by Rhodes. And you see the disbelief from Kofi Kingston. If he had just been slightly further away from those ropes, you had to think that could have been a 3 count right there. But unfortunately, it was just bad ring presence for Kofi Kingston. And as a result, Cody Rhodes able to keep himself alive in the match. And now Cody Rhodes reverses that back suplex into like a crossbody. Now follows it up with a reverse elbow. Cody Rhodes now a knee to the skull. Irish whip. Kofi whipped into the corner. Big time forearm to the face. And now Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes going to the high rent district. Look out, elbow drop straight to the spine of Kofi Kingston. Devastating offense from Cody Rhodes. And now Cody. You have to think this matchup tonight is a statement match for him. He's got to make a statement to this mysterious Stardust. As look out from the second rope. Takes him down with Diamond Dust. And the hook of the leg on Kofi. 1, 2. Now a kick out by Kingston at 2.5. 2 3/4. Regardless, it's not a 3 count. And now Cody, what does he have to do at this stage? Reversal by Kofi. Cody Rhodes whipped into the corner. Here's Kofi Kingston with a monkey flip. Springs to the second to the top. Crossbody. And hook of the leg. Does Kofi have him? 1, 2. No. Well, the crowd is getting fired up, folks. Cody Rhodes just barely managing to hang on. But for how much longer can he do that? It's Kofi Kingston. No, reversal. Rhodes. Wait a minute. Cody Rhodes with a bionic elbow to the face of Kofi Kingston. Hook of the leg. 2, 3. Cody Rhodes with the bionic elbow puts away Kofi Kingston just like that. Blink and you'll miss it. Cody Rhodes with the monumental victory here tonight against Kofi Kingston. And that's a victory that Cody Rhodes desperately needed. After this whole situation with Stardust, the loss to Jericho on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes has just needed something. He needed some sort of a victory to get himself back on track, and he just got it there with that win over Kofi Kingston. Well, it's time that we move on to the final matchup of the evening, and it is the final quarterfinal matchup in the Queen of the Ring tournament. There you see are the brackets. Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Natalya have already advanced to the semifinals. But the question remains as to who will join them. Will it be this woman, Paige? Or will it be the Irish lass kicker, Becky Lynch? Well, Paige, of course, the former two-time Divas champion, the anti-diva. And like she likes to say, this is her house. And you'd have to think that we're going to be in for a hell of a matchup tonight. We've got the newcomer, Becky Lynch. And we've got the former two-time champ, Paige. But neither of these women can say that they have held a women's championship here in the WWE. You know, Paige might have been a former two-time Divas champion, but with this whole renaissance, this whole revival of the women's division, at least that's what Stephanie McMahon would like to say, Paige, you have to think that especially after being the former two-time Divas champion, she should have a rematch clause in her contract that has been, well, just ripped away from her because of this tournament. Instead, Paige, you have to think, now that Nikki Bella's been out of the tournament, Paige, she'd be the one with the chip on her shoulder. At least, you know, Natalya's in there as well, but Natalya, while she was a former Divas champion, it had been quite some time since Natalya had a taste of the gold, whereas with Paige, see, she was at the top of her game before the Divas division was disbanded back in September. So you'd have to think that Paige would be the most vicious, the most frustrated in this tournament. Even at the beginning, she would have been up there. But now that Nikki Bella, Emma, they've all been eliminated, I'd have to say that Paige would be at the top of the list. But right now, frustration isn't gonna get her the victory over Becky Lynch tonight. She's got to be able to channel that effectively in order to take down the Irish lass kicker, who dives to the outside with that crossbody from the apron. A crossbody, more of a clothesline. I don't know why I called it a crossbody, my apologies. As now Paige ramming Becky Lynch into that barricade spine first. And now tosses her back in the ring. Paige, of course, in the first round, she eliminated Alexa Bliss. So Paige, she's no stranger to facing off against unknowns here in the WWE. You know, Alexa Bliss was making her debut. Paige didn't exactly know what to expect from her, but she managed to fight off Alexa Bliss nonetheless. But the question is, can she do the same to Becky Lynch tonight? Becky Lynch, to get to this point, she defeated Naomi. And of course, well, you hear Paige, you see it, you hear it, her aggression in this matchup. Is look at this, from the top rope, Hurricanrana, shoulders are down, she might have the win here. 1, 2, no. Becky Lynch just able to kick out in the nick of time, but how close? How close was that? This matchup is just getting out of the starting blocks, and Paige already has Becky Lynch backed into a corner. And now she's literally gonna back her into a corner as Paige, oh my god. Just look at these vicious headbutts from Paige. That is her aggressiveness. That is what Paige brings to the table. That's what got her her reputation as the anti-diva. She's not afraid to get physical. And now Paige. Look at this. Page Turner. Could that put Becky Lynch away already? Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No. Becky Lynch just able to get the shoulder off the canvas. But Paige, wow, she has really brought the fight to Becky Lynch early here. Paige, no. Thought she was going to go for a snap suplex, turn it into a vertical, but reversed. And now Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch with the roll up. 1, 2. Oh my god. Becky Lynch nearly put Paige away right there. And that's how quickly momentum can shift in a matchup like this. As now Becky Lynch floors her with a clothesline. And I have to say, Becky Lynch, she's probably my pick to win the whole tournament. Becky Lynch, I mean, just her technical prowess, her submission, all the devastating submission holds that she has in her arsenal. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone better in terms of technical ability than Becky Lynch. Just look at this roll up. 2. No. Paige just able to kick out again. And that is the case for Paige. She's got to use a more physical style of offense like that right there. Oh, geez, what a DDT. That might have put Becky Lynch out cold. No, but Paige, Not going for the pin, instead looking to follow it up with a modified cloverleaf. Becky, look how close she is to that bottom rope, but I think Paige has got it locked in too deep. The pressure on that lower back, preventing Becky Lynch from crawling, just crawling over to that bottom rope. Paige, can she get the submission? No, wait, Becky Lynch, there she is, she escapes. That's what I'm talking about. Becky Lynch, the submission specialist. Oh my God, what a European uppercut. I was gonna say, well, Paige, I don't know if she can win a technical fight. A battle of submissions with Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch proving why right there. What the heck is this? Becky Lynch with like a backpack face buster. Innovative offense from Becky Lynch, that's for sure. And now Lynch with a submission hold of her own. This time Paige trapped in the center of the ring. But Paige able to slip out of it. And just look at these two women. Oh, the back of Becky Lynch's head bouncing off the canvas. Paige not willing to back down. These two women exchanging submission holds back and forth. But neither woman can really gain the advantage. As Paige puts her in the corner. Oh, and just look at these vicious elbows to the sides of the skull of Becky Lynch, right to the temples. And now Paige with a vicious running knee into the corner. But Becky Lynch kips up to her feet. Are you kidding me? Becky Lynch, that seems to have only fired the last kicker up. As she delivers a couple of clotheslines, follows it up with a big calf kick to the face. And Becky Lynch, leg drop off the ropes. Oh, she's back up, and another one. Becky Lynch channeling that Irish fire. And now look at this. Exploder suplex. There's the power of Becky Lynch on display as she hooks the leg on Paige. 1, got her. 2, no. Paige just able to kick out of that exploder suplex. Becky Lynch. She's got to keep up the pressure. She can't let her frustration get the better of her. Oh my goodness, look at that move. Like a leg catching suplex from Becky Lynch. You know, that's the thing, Becky Lynch, she's not just a one-trick pony. She's not all submissions. She does have that power to her arsenal as well. And that's why I believe that Becky Lynch could be the favorite in this tournament. Look out! Like a pump handle rock bottom. And now Becky Lynch. Well, again, a multifaceted assault here from Lynch as she scales to the top rope. Becky Lynch looking to go high risk. And Paige, look out below. Missile drop kick from Becky Lynch. She just floored her with that one. Hook of the leg. Surely she's done it. Not even a 2 count. There's the aggression, the never say die attitude from Paige. As Becky Lynch with the head scissors, but wait. Paige just able to slip out of it. Lynch caught off guard. Here's Paige. Oh, a second one, a second one, a second Paige turner. Becky Lynch taken down by the second Paige turner. And Paige, oh no. She's looking for that submission hold. The same move that won her the first round matchup against Alexa Bliss. And there it is. The Scorpion crosslock. Is Becky Lynch gonna submit? How ironic would that be? I praised her submission specialty, but now she might be forced to tap out at the Scorpion crosslock. No way. No way. Becky Lynch manages to fight her way out of it. I don't think anyone's ever escaped the Scorpion crosslock before. Oh my God, Becky. Look at this. Look at this. Becky Lynch turns it into the disarm her. And Paige, look how close she is to those ropes, but she just can't reach them. Becky Lynch, in the blink of an eye, has turned this matchup completely 180 degrees in her favor. Is she gonna get the submission? Paige, she's desperately trying to crawl, trying to get out of it, and she manages to escape. Back and forth these two women go, trading submissions yet again. Paige. No, wait, reversal by Lynch. Lynch able to land on her feet. Paige got caught. Now, wait a minute. There it is again. Becky Lynch back to the arm with the disarm her. Becky Lynch, does she have her? The second time it's locked in, and Paige has been forced to submit. Becky Lynch has just knocked off the former two-time Divas champion. And Becky Lynch has secured herself a spot in the semifinals. What a huge victory for Becky Lynch tonight. She'll be moving on to face Natalya in the 3rd round. And if she can get a win there, she has secured herself a match at WrestleMania. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on YouTubing.